loser Kari Lake seems to be attempting something different for her 2024 Senate run. Playing nice. What? According to a Wednesday report in Politico, the 2024 Senate hopeful, and wait, I thought she was also currently the governor. I mean, that's what she claimed for so long, right? How could she do both at the same time? Who knows, right? But apparently, she's made a sharp pivot in her campaign messaging and has started trying to mend relationships with other Republicans. Per the news outlets, GOP senators have urged Lake to focus on the present election and to drop mentions of election fraud, good luck with that, in her efforts to claim U.S. Senator Kyrsten Sinema's seat next year. They report that she has begun reaching out to Republicans that she attacked last year, attempting to mend relationships that she had shredded. Again, good luck with that. Lake's bid to make nice could pay off if it at all weakens Sinema's appeal with the more moderate wing of the Republican Party, Politico notes. But Sinema has not decided whether she will run. But she has strong relationships with the centrist Republicans in the state, particularly those in the mold of the late Senator John McCain. So, look, Kari Lake claimed to have, put a stake in the heart of the John McCain Politico machine. So, yeah, it's gonna be rather strange to watch her, attempt to mend those fences. Good luck. But actually, no, I don't wish her good luck at all. Now, it is funny though that they note that Sinema, who is a former Democrat, now independent, has really strong ties to centrist Republicans. Really, I wonder why. Could it be that Sinema has taken so much money from corporations and special interests to do their bidding 100% of the time that she basically does qualify as one of those so-called moderate Republicans? And look, that's probably it. Okay, she has lost her Democratic donors. Democrats don't want anything to do with Kyrsten Sinema, and so if Sinema runs, yeah, then she's going to take money from them and be even more indebted to her corporate donors, which is exactly what moderate Republicans prefer, because guess what? These so-called moderate Republicans also work for the same corporations, because there's currently two different camps in the Republican Party, two big camps, okay? So you have the pro-business, pro-corporate wing of the party that does everything that, the big corporations tell them to: cut taxes, get rid of deregulation, or get rid of regulations, okay? Deregulate industry. That's what we want, 100%. And of course, all the social issues and things like that are mainly distractions for that goal. And then you have the Trump crazies, who actually do make these issues that, generally the pro-business Republicans use as like red meat. We'll throw that out, get the voters out. Oh, we care, we're so pro-life and all that stuff, and get out there and vote for life. And then as soon as they get into power, of course, their main issue is cutting taxes for the rich and deregulating corporations. That's what they do, okay? But the Trump crazies are like, no, let's make the social issues front and center. I don't care about as much about, cutting taxes, deregulation. Sure, I don't like regulation because I am a Republican after all. But what I really want to do is go after wokeism. That's my main concern. What? That's not an issue that wins elections, but they don't care. They don't care, and a lot of their current focus is basically on punishing enemies of Donald Trump. And so, Trump crazies, right? That's who Kari Lake has been for quite some time. The Trump crazies. Election denial is what she's known for. She spent so much time at Mar-a-Lago that I think Trump's like, all right, lady, you gotta leave. Melania is getting suspicious, okay? Like, you gotta get out of here. You gotta go. You're not gonna be my VP, okay? And so that's why she's, of course, running for Senate. So I think her making this pivot's gonna be kind of hard for people to, take seriously. It's gonna be a tough sell, okay? Now, ex-Arizona State House Speaker Kirk Adams, a Republican, weighed in on this, asking, Will those traditional Reagan-McCain voters trust the new Kari Lake? That's a good question. She went out of her way to offend that group of voters, and she wore it as a point of pride. And I don't know if people will change their opinion of her. Yeah, the report notes that Lake's biggest attempted detente so far is with Karen Taylor Robson, her 2022 primary opponent, whom she once strongly insinuated was a gold digger. Ain't nothing but a gold digger. Woohoo! Trying to buy Arizona's governorship. As opposed to what? Kari Lake coming out and saying, it's just mine. I technically won it, even though I didn't. But voter fraud. So, okay. Now, additionally, the Senate hopeful has been in contact with Kathy Petsis, a GOP activist in the state, and she's also contacted an ex-Sinema opponent, former GOP Senator Martha McSally, according to a person familiar with her strategy. So, look, my prediction on this, it's going to go badly. You don't just forget the years of Kari Lake claiming election fraud, they stole it. I'm really the legitimate governor, really, of Arizona. Nobody's going to forget that, and nobody's going to stop laughing at that fact. Look, so-called Republican moderates, I don't even think they're going to be interested in this, okay? For one, they're going to be able to see through BS, okay? A lot of them probably not buying the whole I'm actually governor, that whole thing. But I think the thing that they're going to be most concerned with is whether or not Kari Lake actually has a chance of winning. Because when it comes down to it, a lot of these, again, so-called moderate Republicans, ones who have used these social issues, the first crop that I talked about, and the not Trump crazies, they're going to be concerned about one thing, and that's gaining power so they can do their agenda on behalf of their donors. Kari Lake, they know that she's probably not going to win. They can't afford to hitch their wagon to her BS. I mean, it would be stupid to hitch your wagon to someone who, for so long, was not even on a wagon.